Hello again. This is, I guess, the second recording or second video for the review of the 2010 Fantasy Football Draft Day Android app by Dreamcast. In the first video, we just showed you the basic user interface and how quickly it is to navigate and identify players based on position. We'll go a little bit further and show you, I guess, one neat feature that I haven't seen any before on any other draft cheat sheets. What do you want to do when time's running, not even time's running down, but you want to quickly identify a player just to save time, and you have 300 entries to go through? This app will let you search for players by name. So if you know you're looking for Jones, just hold the menu button until the screen pops up, until the keyboard pops up, and start typing. Start typing Jones, well, J-O-N-E, and automatically start searching between the list. And who pops up? Number 3 shows up, Maurice Jones-Drew. You get Felix Jones, some additional Jones, Julius Jones, more James than you probably knew of, James Jones out of Green Bay. And there you go. Just hit back if you didn't want to select any of those. Again, just hold the menu button, Johnson, and all the Johnsons show up, and you can do everything that you wanted to do before. I think that's a pretty convenient feature to be able to sort through and identify players off a 300 entry list in a high, I don't say high pressure, but in a suspense timed draft round if you're trying to identify people very quickly and to figure out, and you can't remember where they're ranked, which is very likely. And we'll use this to build our sleeper list pretty quickly. We'll put Jones on the sleeper list. We'll go through again and put maybe Andrew Colley might be doing better this year. Top prospects in the sleeper list. Hopefully he won't get hurt again. I don't know. Palmer might have a better year this year, Carson, since he has 2 wide receivers this year, back in the Chad Johnson, Houshmandzadeh years. Stevens Howlings, although he has Matt Leonard thrown to him, might not do too well. You never know. So let's say it's draft day, round 1. You have the 5th pick of a round of a 12-team draft. Most likely the first round is going to go as planned. What do? Put the thing in draft mode, app in draft mode, so now everybody that you click on is going to be filtered and sent to a team. Chris Johnson goes to team 1, Adrian Peterson goes to team 2, Drew team 3, Rice team 4. I'm crossing these off with 2 button clicks, so it's happening very fast, so you're not being forced to look or find or do anything that's time consuming, which is what you don't want during a draft, is to be caught bogged down doing time consuming things. You want to be able to focus. So that's team 12. So that's the first round. Let's say we're doing a snake draft and we go back the 12th pick, or the 12th team gets to pick again. Adrian Rodgers. Who is that? Aaron Rodgers goes back to team 12. Ryan Grant, team 11. We're just clicking through pretty quick, just building up a team. Miles Austin, Apparently nobody knew he was going to be as well as he did last year. So we're just picking up the pace at this point, trying to build up a team. So let's say you want to see how the draft is going for each team. Just click on other teams. Team 1 right now drafted Chris Johnson, Sean Green, Calvin Johnson, Tom Brady. Oh, and also important to note is that the information included with each entry is the team name and the bye weeks and their position. So when you click on the team name, you'll be able to quickly see how many conflicting buys you have. Right now there's no notification that is automatically sent when you're thinking about picking a player, just because you can easily view the team lineup as of this point. So you can see you have 2 with bye week 7, and you also have 2 running backs, a quarterback, and a wide receiver. There's the capability to build in that functionality that automatically alerts, but it's just as easy to click on the team name and be able to view and I guess the whole question is how fast, which one registers more. But so we can click on team 2. Just click on teams, click on team 2, and team 2's rosters will show up. You can see it has Peterson, Roddy White, Miles Austin, and R. Matthews. And we can do that team 3, team 4, and so on down the line. One thing to note here is that when keeping track of the teams during draft day, you have an option between either clicking on a player and selecting them to where your actual draft pick is. The first list that shows up is my team, team 1, team 2, team 3, all the way up to team 16. You can either go by using my team, or you can insert yourself in the position of where you're drafting in your league. If you choose my team, like if we were to move some players to my team, the benefit of that is there's a direct link on the in the user interface and the layout where you can get to my team off of one button click, and you can easily see how your team's doing. If you go the other route, it's just 2 button clicks, but being able to just push it on my team makes it pretty easy and pretty quick to go back and forth between the 2. So every person that was selected off of or drafted is no longer on the overall list, no longer on the running back list, no longer on the wide receiver list, quarterback list, and so on and so forth. They've all been, removed. So since we're in draft day, as identified, let's say Colley and Palmer both selected, we can actually draft from this list, come to my team, no longer available. Which makes it all the more convenient and easy and quickly being able to track. I'm familiar with some of the high stakes players bringing people to the draft day for the sole purpose of being able to draft or track the draft. With this app, you'll be able to have that same type of support without having to bring in an extra person to the draft. All you need is this nifty little app, and it will be able to keep track of it for you and be able to keep track of all the many different pieces of paper that people usually bring to draft day in terms of the cheat sheet, who they highlight as sleepers or top prospects, and then being able to quickly cross off who's been selected. Thanks, and check us out again for the next video, which will show some more features. And again, go to fantasyfootballandroidapp.blogspot.com for a user guide and additional screenshots for better resolution. And you can also find us on Facebook as the Fantasy Football Draft Day Android app, and I guess you're looking at these on YouTube. So check us out again. Thanks.